I watch these men, black men in particular, women to women. Let's go to women to women. They do everything they can to get with a lady. They beg her. They tell them I'm in love with you. I want to take care of you. All these things. And then after a few months, maybe a year, things start getting like regular and they bail. The lady could even have a kid and they bail. They move on. And they say stupid shit like, oh, this is what men do. I'm a man. I've got to roam the jungle and do all these things. While they'll have all these kids that they're not taking care of. And they're like, yeah, I got to have these kids. These are my kids. I got to have these kids. That's what a man does. But they're lying to themselves. They're fooling themselves because that's not what men do. Men stick it out. Men pick a spouse or somebody and they stick it out. But as I watch some of them, I realize that they're not going or leaving a spouse just because they got to be a man and they got to move on. They're leaving them because they're cowards. They're doing what cowards do. They can't pull the trigger. Because when they first show up with these women, they do this great show of how wonderful they are, how great they are. And they know deep down inside they're not that great. They know deep down inside if they stay long enough, these women are going to figure them out. So they got to bail before they figure them out. To be a black man in this society is hard. When you got racism, you got the police, you got the government, whatever it is. Find a decent job, better yourself. It's hard, but we got to do it. But there's men out there ain't willing to do it. They can't face up, and that's why they say they're cowards. So they'll meet these women, put on this great dance, great show, even have a baby, and then they bail. They step off the side. They step off the stage before you can figure them out, before you figure out that they're not what they said they are. They can't do what they said they are. They're not going to work as hard as they said they're going to do. They're not going to be the spouse or the boyfriend or the father that they promised they were going to be. Because deep down, they don't think they can do it. So they fucking bail on them. But they make up these excuses. Hey, I'm just being a man. I got to, sow my roots, wild oats, whatever it is. And it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. They just can't pull the trigger.